you recorded from the audio anyway, so
That is true. That is true.
facts.
Facts. Actually, I need to make sure. Just in case. Fuck it.
Shit.
Yo. Damn. I'm on this side. You know, fun fact, I'm usually on that side.
Oh, for
of
real?
the show, yeah.
You want to switch?
I don't actually. Nah. It's pretty cool though. I like to like switch it up every now and then, to be honest.
Okay. So,
Yeah. Are you familiar with that mic?
No, I just like I know like what it is, but I've never used it.
All right, for sure.
I know you have to like talk like directly into it though, right?
Yeah. It's a pretty good mic. Yeah.
Yeah, I
fuck
know.
with it.
It's like 250, right?
Shit, I think
Right.
I think it might even be a little more, dude.
Four. It's
like
like
3
4.
something?
So
4?
it's like 4, but you also need a cloud lifter for it. So something to give it more power. Into
Oh,
it.
okay.
It's like a warehouse
you need-
job, bro.
yeah,
like
yeah.
you need a
That's
warehouse
another
job.
thing right there. I don't know if you guys
You
can
need
see it.
phantom power. right?
A
48,
little bit
40,
more than
48.
phantom
Oh, for real?
power. Yeah.
Damn.
So you need that.
An
So
actual
technically,
amp?
it's not even a condenser mic, bro. That's a dynamic mic. So technically, it's
Oh,
not
what the fuck?
supposed to need
Yeah.
phantom power. But it's just the type of mic it is. It needs that cloud lifter just for that. I don't know why, but that's what gives it that clean sound.
Yeah.
And like able for
More
you to like
volts.
yell into it and whatnot, and it won't go crazy and shit.
Yelling it,
I'm still good on it. 400? Fuck.
screaming it.
So you were telling me that before coming here, you were coming from Comic-Con.
Yes.
So I just want to know before we kick off this podcast, like, what are some of your favorite comics, comic books, anime? Like, I'm kind of just interested to know.
Okay. I don't really watch anime that much.
Oh damn.
Unless you count Dragon Ball Z as an anime,
That's
but he's the
anime,
Dragon
fam.
Ball Z guy. Comics, I like East to West. I read that for a little bit. And the Batman, the new 52 Batman, but this is like, how old is that, Mike? Like probably like 5 years now.
Yeah.
When they did the new 52, like when they did the relaunch.
When they first relaunched everything.
Yeah. Who's the writer? Schneider?
Scott Snyder.
Scott Schneider. And Greg Capullo on the illustration. Yeah, they're dope. So if you like want to get into that, that would probably be the
For sure.
new 52 Batman. Chew's a cool one. Chew's a cool one. Which it's a detective that he's able to see like how a victim dies by eating a piece of their flesh, right? Yeah.
That's wild. That's
So that's what that
insane.
one's about.
I don't want to get into it, fam. We good.
What?
On the what? On the comics?
Yeah, about that one specifically.
Oh. Whichever. You know what I mean?
You know, I was on the internet and I was just astonished by how many like anime categories they are. Like, there's just so many anime concepts. There's like an anime for everything. There's like an anime, like one of my cousins trying to get me into like this like soccer anime. I was like, damn, they got a soccer anime, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's like in high school, like this bunch of group of teens. It's just like some high school soccer drama shit. It's like like maybe not for me, but I didn't know that. Like, that's like they have an anime for everything. Dude.
I know.
Like,
Fair.
I'm still trying to find like the anime that I could get into. Like I want to get something that's more cerebral, if it, like more gets you thinking instead of
okay.
like eye candy or kind of.
What's a good anime right now? Because I only like all the old stuff.
Have you seen
honestly.
Death Note?
Nah, but I've gotten recommended. I've gotten
That's
that one.
if you really want to think, that's definitely the one. Just to,
Okay.
and that'll probably like help you like understand more anime and stuff
Alright.
like that. Because that's like an anime that's not based around like fighting and stuff like that, but it's still like a really good anime storyline wise.
Yeah, storytelling and all that.
Yeah. I think
The one that interests me a little bit was Ingress.
I see.
Ingress?
Okay. I haven't seen that one, but I've heard about it. As
Yeah,
well.
I think it goes along with like an actual mobile game that you could like do, like kind of like a Pokemon Go kind of.
Oh,
And this
really?
was like way before Pokemon Go.
There's,
You have to like walk around and like gather shit.
There's another anime. It's a 1-season anime, so that this is probably another one that's probably good to watch. And what have you just thinking the whole time is it's called King's Game, and it's pretty much Squid Games, bro, but like not. And it came out before Squid Games ever
Mhm.
came out, but it's like along that line type shit.
So maybe Squid Games copy these fools or what?
Maybe, but it's more like yeah, it's basically around a group of high schoolers, and they get a text message, and you got to do everything that's on this text message, or
yeah.
So it's really dope.
So, what was that one called?
King's Game.
King's Game.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there a DJ anime, bro?
Probably.
Like, there's gotta be one, right?
But
Like
I
a
don't
small
know.
village boy goes out like on the road to be the greatest DJ of all time.
Like
you know?
Pokemon, but
Yeah,
it's a DJ?
like collect all the clubs and menus. You're collecting
Yeah.
like you're collecting all the residencies of every town.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
there you go. Dude, that'd be some crazy ass shit. No, like I wonder if there actually is a DJ anime, dude. Like you're just going through these cities,
It's funny
claiming
'cause,
residencies, and you're out your way to the Elite Four and shit.
It's funny we talk about this because this leads me into like a topic that I wanted to talk about, and we're already here, so I just want to get
Let's
into
do
it. Talking about someone that comes out of like nowhere, right? That comes out as with a plan that wants to be the best DJ in the world. I want to relate this back to like what Ghastly put out a tweet recently about like how he came from nothing, this and that, and now he's like this big whatever. You know, I should pull up the tweet, but it's just funny to relate that to that. But what do you think when he says that? He says, actually, let me just pull it up. I don't know
Who
if any of
tweeted
you guys seen it.
Ghastly?
Ghastly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I seen it and it kind of piqued my interest. Just because, I don't know, I'll read the tweet. It says, it's crazy to find out how almost every big DJ was funded by a family or some wealthy investor. I never saw or had that as an option. I did all this on my own, starting with practically nothing. And there's a pride to which can't be bought. So that's his tweet that he put out. So basically, that's how I'm relating it back to like the whole like DJ story of you have nothing and whatnot. But
The rags to riches story.
yeah, but did you guys know that about the whole most DJs are invested or have like a big backing behind them?
Yeah.
For me, it's not like I didn't know that. It's just that I'm not really surprised, like to know that they're funded. Because I mean, all the years like the rumors are just like, yeah, like a lot of these artists or projects, like there's a team of people that have money that are pretty much like having someone as like the face of the project, and like they can even be getting like ghost producers.
Yeah.
Like it could go to that extent to where
I
like
mean,
the funding goes to getting a ghost producer for this person because they're just trying to put a face of that project on there. So like let's say someone like me, bro, I hit the lottery, dude. I want to get into the EDM business. Let me get someone who wants to be the face of the project. Let's say let me make you the face, bro. Maybe you don't know how to produce. Fuck that shit, bro. It's ghost production. I'll link you up with a ghost production. Fuck it. Part of the team. You need a graphic designer? I got you. You just gotta show up and DJ.
Yep.
And I'll pay you this much, and like this is my like percentage or whatever. Like I'm sure there's a lot of that shit happening for sure with
There
like,
is.
the bigger projects.
I'm not gonna say any names, but there is.
And like now you're seeing more of like the ghost production services come up like to the front of like Twitter, Instagram. Like I've seen other well-known artists be like, "Hey, whoever needs ghost production services, hit me up." And people be like, "All right, for sure, I'm gonna hit you up." Like it's not even on some like I'm a shame on you type shit. It's like now we've accepted it, and like for sure, there's rich ass people that are just investing into ghost producers, into people that want to be the face of the project, so that way they could just get a bag from EDM for sure.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean that's what.
that's my like approach. If I was just a rich investor trying to get like a bite out of EDM,
Yeah.
I would just try to get a face, get a ghost producer that's like for sure gonna guarantee me like some good like hits and
Make
then
it
yeah,
happen.
like it goes kind of further, but yeah, for sure. Like there's a pride. Like Ghastly speaks of the truth that there's some pride to like doing all that shit, like pretty much kind of like on your own, like from scratch, and then like obviously like as you grow out, branch out more,
Yeah.
a team starts getting more involved. But like there's no like you can't really take away your pride of a person that really got that shit from the mud compared to like someone that's got that shit heavily funded, like throwing that shit at them and it's like, all right, cool, like now we got this, now let's get to it. Like
Yeah.
Gassy had to go to that building, you know, from what he's telling us. So that's a pride that you can't really take from people like that, and that's a pride that you can't really come across when you get an opportunity to get like heavily funded or whatever, because you honestly do get like that fast forward progression in your career when you have money. Obviously, like
Yeah.
you
For
just have a
real.
lot more access, like for sure. Like, I don't know, how do you feel about that, Robert? Like Like
But
obviously
isn't
for
that
sure.
what like a label is? Like, say, like I'm someone that like, yeah, I don't have nothing, but like a label sees something in me, and then they heavily fund me. Like, I don't take no pride. Like, I
Yeah.
don't take that as not getting it from the mud. You know, when I get like a
It's like getting a
well-seen-
record deal.
Yeah, like I don't see it as a slight. At the same time, you know, I don't like.
Okay, I understand that perspective.
Like, even say you do have all that money, right? That doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna be good at being able to put all this together, you know? Just because
Yeah.
someone starts off with money doesn't mean they're gonna be in touch with what's good in music. That doesn't mean they're necessarily gonna be able to point out the best people that do visuals. That doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna be able to go out and even talk to these people, you know? So at the same time, like I feel like everybody has like the ropes to jump through, you know?
Yeah.
Like
No, for sure.
I feel like it's either way to sustain a brand in EDM. Like it's all the same hard work, I think, no matter what, you know. Even if someone has a little more money than others, I mean, and I'm saying this from like us too, because like bro, we coming from practically nothing, pretty much. We're funding
For
this all
real.
ourselves, right?
Feel you.
So it's like I understand like where he's coming from, where Ghastly's coming from. Like, yeah, I'm coming from nothing because I get that pride, but at the same time, I'm like, damn, I wish I didn't have to get that pride. You know, I wish maybe this would be easier, but at the same time, maybe it would be less creative. Maybe it wouldn't be what it is. You know, so I just don't take that as too much of a knock. Just seeing that opposing side to that.
Having the money,
yeah, having the money. I don't see it
okay.
as like.
or like having the ghost producers and all that.
I don't know about ghost producers. I don't know about that because that's a whole different like, you know, subject. But just because you have that funding doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna make it
Oh
in
yeah,
EDM, you know.
yeah.
So in a way, the people that do have money are still putting in some type of work to stay relevant as whoever they are.
I mean, they
you know?
gotta put in that money.
They gotta put in that money, so they gotta be somewhat in touch with what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Somewhat,
Mhm.
you know. But
What we pay in our time, they pay with money.
yeah, I get facts. That's a good way to put it and see it. But yeah, that just real quick. I just wanted to relate that tweet to what
I
we were
got you.
talking about real quick. But yeah, Ghastly could be the poster boy for the game, bro. There we go.
Hey, no, but to add to that, like if someone were to come up to me, right, and be like, "Hey, I want to fund into you. I want to invest into you."
not
I'm
gonna
probably gonna say I'm probably not gonna say no. I'm probably gonna be like, "Word, like okay."
Where's the
So like
check?
okay, so people can take that shit like in different contexts, you know, like that tweet for sure. But I for sure feel like he was targeting that more towards like, you know, people that don't necessarily are in it for the EDM passion, but they know that shit's a quick bag, and they just like, you know, invest into that gimmick, and like they just know that the money is like more easier to like
Wait,
get that bag out of, or what?
do you think EDM makes a lot of money though? You think these?
I think
EDM
now
Hell
it's
yeah, it
making heavy
does.
money, bro. Each EDM in general, I
Who?
think now in comparison.
Who?
It's a
So-
monopoly.
So you got Insomniac, you got Thrive Music doing their thing.
No, I'm saying
with,
like DJ wise, like I don't like compared to like you say quick bag, right? What's a quick bag? Because I like a quick like a lot of these DJs don't get big money to make like appearances just for clubs. They get
Right.
paid maybe like $1,000, $2,000. But if you already have that much money, that's not a bag for you.
Yeah, I mean,
You
it just
know?
depends. I mean, yeah,
So like I don't, because I don't know if you guys know this, but DJs are like the lowest paying totem pole in all music industry.
Yeah, yeah.
DJs aren't the biggest funded ones, so I don't want to say
And we
There's
thought we
there's
was
there-
making money.
There's only like a very handful that are making
that are
big
making
bang and shit.
actual money. So the rest of us are picking at that shit. So this isn't a quick bag, you know. So like I even to say that is like I don't know, you know.
like there are for sure some people that are doing that, and like they're getting these opportunities to. I mean, whatever how much that bag is, like they're obviously investing that time towards that industry, and like you could tell it's just like they're pretty much just there like working, like they're choosing that
It's the
for the
same hustle.
work. No, for sure, it's the same hustle.
You know, so I don't see like the difference.
So what do you think of like Paris Hilton
I think he was seeing that from the artistic
Paris
side.
Hilton.
and like
She's
Ruby
using-
Rose and
Well, then what do you think of Shaq?
Dan DJ? What's his name? Diesel.
DJ
Yeah.
Diesel.
Yeah, I think he puts in the work.
I
on
think they
the-
all use what they have and they use it as a hustle.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm not gonna knock them for using.
Don't forget about Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg. be
Oh
DJing.
yeah,
Exactly. I'm not gonna
Snoopalaptic.
I'm not gonna take that as a knock. You know,
I
they're
feel you.
using their likeness as an advantage and trying to, you know, use it in other avenues to make money. That's a hustle, and I feel like a lot of people could do that and don't. A lot of people have a name, and
But
then
I
you
think
see
that's where
them,
he's
like,
coming
fizzle
from
out.
about like having that. Why not give that spot to someone local or up and coming?
All right, so I was about to add to this. So a lot of producers have been upset as to why Shaq, DJ Diesel, gets these gigs to play like Lost Lands and like dope festivals.
Fucking
When a, lot
Ultra.
of, when a lot of these underground producers, you know, they obviously like put in the work like with music releases, getting with label releases and all that, and then in their eyes they see it as like Shaq, pretty much jumping in front of the line and getting to that opportunity because. I mean, obviously it's because of the pull, like his name, like he's won rings, like obviously, like if people know he's gonna DJ, the curiosity alone is like gonna get people to buy a ticket and see Shaq off top. But now, like that Shaq has been able to like create a name to be that DJ that drops the bangers. Like I can see the frustration from producers when they see that they can see if Shaq and other people like jumping in front of like the line to play those slots when there's obviously then producers that have been like contributing to the today's scene when they feel like Shaq could just like they feel upset that Shaq could just like
let me ask you this then: who contributes more, an underground producer that's trying to get on, or Shaq that's getting these headlining slots, sending out an email that's saying send me your tracks, and then when you do see him in front of millions of people, he plays an underground person's track.
That won't happen though.
He does it though, and you see
does it?
videos of people saying Shaq is playing my track
Oh, okay.
all the time, and he has the email. He's always saying, "Send me
your
your."
shit.
He has it. He's giving back. I would see it for as like a Paris Hilton. I don't know what she's doing, but she's not on these festival lineups. She's at these club
Like Vegas.
venues,
Fashion
So that's
shows.
not-
She has a
that's not
residency. I
EDM.
don't think she has a residency.
Like that's not these EDM DJs. That's not what they're looking for
No.
anyway. So she's not taking nothing away from these. So Shaq is I feel like Shaq is doing just as much as someone that's not an underground artist. He's giving more shine to a lot of people. And then plus he hosts other festivals with a bunch of underground artists. So like, you know, I just don't think people see the twofold in that, you know?
I see it for sure.
So I wouldn't
Shaq's been
say that.
DJing for like 20 years.
Like I understand why people are booking him.
I want
Yeah.
an oldie.
I understand
set,
why
man.
people
I
are
wanna hear
upset.
oldie set.
And that's when it gets to like the gray area. Like, well, sometimes you can't really have it the
Well, why
way
you
you
upset?
can have things the way like you want it to. You know, it's like
Yeah.
What does
it
Shaq
is what it
even
is. Like for
What?
sure.
What does Shaq even play?
Dubstep.
Does
Dubstep.
he?
Yeah.
Like, bro, if you
It's
ever
good, bro. Go to a set.
it's
It's good, bro. Like,
Like the headbanging.
yeah.
stuff.
well, like if you ever met that one person that's a DJ and like they come up to you and they're like, yeah, bro, I play bangers. Like, pull up. Like, I feel like that, like he's that kind of DJ now. Like he's just gonna play all like the crazy ass, and it'd be underground bangers too, cause
Yeah,
he has like Robert is not lying. He actually has his email like out in public. Like just send me shit whenever, cause I may drop that shit in an upcoming set. And
I can believe that because he has good hip hop tracks too. They're pretty good.
Hey, you
He
probably
has
should
bars.
get-
He has bars too.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Shaq's got
Think
bars.
about- he has so much free time. Like he doesn't have to do anything. He's invested into music.
Yeah.
So obviously he's looking for the
And
best
fucking
music.
commercials for like every company.
Papa John.
Dude,
Yeah,
he does commercials for like projectors
Yeah,
for Epson.
he's a hustler. He's a hustler.
NBA analyst. He's still like in the NBA scene. You know, talking statistics and shit. Like that's wild, bro. Like what one man can still do at his age. Let alone fucking go and
He has
DJ
a
like
big-ass
a
team,
festival
though,
like
behind him.
Lost Lands.
And just to put it in like his perspective, like how many other NBA DJs or NBA DJs are out there? Not a lot. So it's not a lot of them doing it. This is just the one person that, like I said, has, again, back to the hustle thing. Like he's just gonna keep hustling his name, you know.
And he looks like he likes DJing. So it's cool.
Bro, it looks like
Yeah.
he's going crazy up there. So I'm not even mad at it. Like
Shaq's tight.
hell yeah, I want to see like.
What about homeboy Ibris Elba?
Oh
Idris
yeah.
Elba?
I heard he was a DJ before though. Like he was like.
He's
when he was-
dope. Dope house DJ.
Apparently, he quit acting now to pursue DJ music now.
He's tight. He's
pretty
cool.
good.
He's
shit.
solid. Yeah, he's solid.
That's what I'm saying. I heard
Yeah.
he was like he's been DJing for a minute. So
Mhm.
like. Like I'm not mad at it.
Solid.
I just think some people think that they just use the name for the like as an advantage, but like if you were in that situation, you'd do the exact same.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta eat some way. You gotta make money some way. You know.
Who's the other guy? I think the little kid that plays Harry Potter. I think he gets down too.
What, the main dude?
Yeah, I think so.
Gibby? No, that's like Carly.
No,
Is it
I'll
Elijah Wood?
think about Carly.
That's Frodo.
That's Frodo. That's not him. It's the Harry Potter dude. I
The
think.
main
I don't know
dude
that
from
is.
Harry Potter.
Yeah. I think he gets down. Yeah, I think he
I don't
gets
know.
down.
He's a DJ. I did not
Wait.
know that. That's wild.
Who?
The main Harry from Harry Potter.
Harry.
Bro.
He's a DJ?
I think so. I think
Harry?
so. Yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe, homie?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Daniel Radcliffe. Yeah. He gets down.
I don't even know how I knew that full name, son, to be
Stop
honest. Bro.
capping. You know you're the biggest Harry Potter fan in this room.
True.
For sure.
No, that's wild, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't see that as a slight. Like a lot of people hate on Pauly D. He was a DJ before, like the whole reality TV, and now he's just used it to his advantage. Right?
Yeah.
His mom, that's why.
Is what?
His mom ran the comedy store.
Oh.
Joe Rogan and everybody.
Oh, really?
You guys don't know that.
True. No.
So you want a mic too, Nico? We'll get you another mic. Shit.
Are we recording? Or
Yeah.
We've been
we're
recording,
up,
bro.
we're up.
Hell yeah, we've been hella recording, dude.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah, and we just got breaking news too as well. Drake Bell is rebranding as a DJ, a tech house
Ah,
DJ.
shit.
Yeah. And because tech house DJs, their names are usually their first and last name, Drake Bell works out. So he's gonna rebrand as Drake Bell.
I'm dead.
Dan, since we're recording,
shit.
I
Get the
actually I'm
bag,
not
get
sure
the bag,
if it's that Daniel Radcliffe, right?
Yeah.
Or if it's Elijah Wood, that's the DJ. It's one of those two.
Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
Who's
Just
Elijah
keep-
Wood? Is were you?
Did we say
Frodo?
Frodo? Or something
Yeah.
like that. It's
I'd
either
go
one of
see
those
him,
two.
bro.
One of those two is DJ, I think.
Hey, but what kind of DJ is he? He's like a bass DJ, a house DJ? Because I can see
it's a house
Snape. I
DJ.
can see Snape being a techno DJ.
You know what? I'm not mad at like Frodo being a DJ, but like when he DJs, we get all Lord of the Ring visuals. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad. And like his dubstep is like his theme is, or whatever music he has is based in the Lord of the Ring. I'm not mad at that. That's an experience right there. And I'm pretty sure like hella Lord of the Rings fans would hella go, So not mad at it.
Lord of the Rings remixes and stuff.
Lit.
I would be tight, bro, if like movie companies like had remix competitions.
For their
Like Spider-Man, like
scores?
the last Spider-Man film, if they had like their own like soundtrack remix competition, and then like it could possibly be featured like in the next like movie franchise or whatever. I don't know, like that'd be pretty tight.
That'd be dope.
Cool idea though.
What's your guys' favorite soundtracks in a movie?
Yeah.
Bro, the John Cena song, bro.
Soundtrack.
Yeah, the John Cena theme song, yeah.
Honestly, I'd have to just because like I'm a big like hip hop head. I'd go for the recent Black Panther soundtrack because Kendrick Lamar co-produced it. So I'm gonna go with that. And
That's
it
a
has
good
like
one.
hella fire tracks on
Oh,
it that
yeah.
I like.
That album's tight.
Yeah, I'd definitely go
I
with
really
that.
like that album.
What about you? What would you go with?
Shit, I don't know. I have to think about that
I
one.
do have an answer for that though. Well, I feel like the memorable soundtrack that I could think of when that like made an impact to me for some reason was Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift track.
Oh, the soundtrack?
I don't know why when I heard that beat, I was like, dude, like
This is the track.
I gotta
got
find
one.
this. I gotta find a soundtrack. to
Recently,
this.
yesterday, I was listening to the Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack.
Oh,
That album
true.
was
Okay.
bad, bro. 50 Cent is tight.
True.
Mini
That
Man,
shit
dude.
was bad, bro.
Many man.
Wait, the movie?
Yeah.
Both. The movie and the soundtrack.
It's a soundtrack to
What
the
about the-
movie,
what about
so
the game?
That's a cheat, but
I never
okay.
played the game.
You never played the game?
Never played the
That
game.
fool packaged
I played
it
the
as
game
a
for a little
movie
bit.
and an album, dude. Like, that's crazy as fuck. That'd be tight to do. I wish we could see a lot more artists. Like, that's something that I aspire to do too. Like, if I do like an album or a project, I gotta do like a mini film or a mini movie to that,
Yeah.
or like just like to branch out the artistic concept of like
Mhm.
the album or something.
Yeah, I feel
I
you.
think that's pretty tight.
Like who recently? Segura showed us
Bauer?
Bauer.
Planet Mad, I think that's what it's called.
He did a movie or a short film to well, he made an album, right? And he put it together, and then he put like visuals to the whole album, and it's like a whole movie if you go all the way through. If you watch all the way through, and
That's dope.
Similar to Kendrick, right? Not Pimp a Butterfly. His first album.
Section 80.
No,
I know. Good Kid, Mad
There
City.
you go. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, like the whole album is like a day through a day or like a week or something like that. Yeah, so if you listen to that whole album, he's basically just rapping about like a day in the city, pretty much. Yeah, exactly like that.
I like those. Those are tight.
Yeah, they're very conceptual albums. Something you got to think about.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Bauer album. The thing is though, like I don't there's vocals right to some of the tracks on there that we listen to, right? So
yeah, he's used some samples there in there.
There's that, but the thing for like EDM sometimes that misses the mark for me is that it doesn't have like that each track after one another kind of relates back. I mean, you know how for like just for any type of genre outside of EDM, you'll hear an artist make an album and it'll be a whole theme, right? And each track will like kind of be themed the same. In EDM, you'll hear that, but you only hear it in EPs, like small 3-track EPs. When it comes to albums, it's not really like that. You'll get that from maybe like a Porter or from I can't even think of like another person that kind of does it, or like a Flume. Flume does it really cool too. But like not a lot of like producers do it like that, especially I want to go to dubstep and like tech house and stuff like that. You don't get albums
I feel
like
you.
that, you know. That'd be cool.
I guess Plastic Man, he does albums. Richie Hine, but these are all like old stuff. Like he would do like albums that have like a theme. He does the Enter stuff, like Enter, and he did one that is called Exit. So that's the theme of the album. So all the tracks are kind of like in that theme.
I would also say Flying Lotus, Los Angeles, that album. I don't know if you guys ever heard that one.
I've heard of Flying. Yeah, I think
Flying
so.
Lotus, his first
Flying
album.
Lotus is tight.
Los Angeles. It's
I
similar
have,
to Plastic Man.
I have. It's very like ambient though music. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
I actually seen him 2 weeks ago. He was in LA at the Smoking Groove concert.
Okay.
He got
Flying Lotus.
Yeah.
Flying Lotus is sick.
That's
Check
one
him
of
out.
my top guys.
Yeah.
He said he was
Five
playing
artists.
house music too.
Yeah. If
That's
I
it.
had like 3 artists I look up to, he is one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up there.
Definitely.
Flying low. Fly low.
Sick. And we forgot to introduce, but right now we got SM Bass in the
Yo,
studio. right?
What's up, what's
big
up,
ass
what's up,
intro.
what's up, what's up,
Yeah.
what's up?
Introduce yourself. Go ahead,
Yeah.
bro. Go ahead.
My name is Tony. I'm one half of SM Bass and Simplistic Live.
Mike Alva. How are you doing?
The other half of SM Bass.
The other half of SM Bass.
Simplistic Live.
He's the S. I'm the M. Put us
Yeah.
together. SM Bass.
Okay. Why are you the S and why are you the M? I'm curious. Now.
Excuse me. Back in high school, I had a nickname. It's called Silencio.
Silencio.
That's what I would just like write, sign like all my paintings. I used to do a lot of acrylic paintings. And that's kind of like the artist name, like my art name. And just his name was
My
Mike.
name was Mike. It just
True.
came out nice.
And then it's high school, so you know what I mean. You just do the name,
Yeah, it's stuck. It just stuck with
Yeah,
us.
it just stuck.
And it's cool. It's all right.
That's okay.
SM Bass. Nah,
Yeah, SM Bass.
it's cool. I fuck with it.
And how long has that been now for?
SM Bass.
Yeah.
I think we came up with the
SM
name
Bass
like
was
in
probably like 2000 and I want to say 8. I want to say 2008.
Damn,
somewhere around
We
there.
got veterans in the building.
old head.
That's real. Hey, that's real tight. Because honestly, the majority of
before.
our guests are not as veteran as you. I would say. Like,
I don't know if that's a good thing or
no,
a bad
I mean,
thing.
no.
but-
That's just. I mean, there's just like a difference in like. I guess, like I guess what's like the kind of EDM checks that they know, like throughout the
Oh, okay,
decade,
okay,
you know.
Mhm.
Like I wouldn't expect people to like people that just got into raving right now. I wouldn't necessarily like would think that the newer people would know the significance like when Dead Mouse and Cascade like
Oh, okay.
announce
okay,
that shit,
okay.
you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like I could tell that when they did their announcement, people like yourself would have like appreciated that because you guys know that decade. Like you guys been around since 08.
Yeah,
shit, so-
yeah, definitely. So we saw all that wave. and
I
stuff.
remember
all
the
the
Dead
changes.
Mouse days.
And that's been
Yeah.
like EDM. It was EDM since, or it was started like as like a hip hop project. How did that go?
Yeah, I've never like really in the early years we would separate it EDM and the hip hop thing, but like in the past like 5 years, it's just been music. You know what I mean? Just kind of like play music, listen to music.
Yeah, that's the best way to describe it.
Yeah,
Just play music.
just play music.
Oh yeah,
As long as it's
I was going through your guys' channel and page. I was like, dude, this is literally like, and I say this like as on some OG shit. This is like the Blockbuster of live streams, like
Thank you.
and sets, bro. Like you guys have so many DJ sets on your guys' channel. Like I thought that shit was Netflix for a minute, bro.
Oh, that's tight.
At
That's
first, I was like, I was pulling out my credit card, like, damn, dude, I need to subscribe to this shit, like a DJ
Thank you,
dedicated
thank you.
streaming service, bro. Like that's what I seen, like when I saw your website and I seen how many episodes you guys got. Like you guys have more than 100 episodes
more than
in your
100. Yeah.
catalog, dude.
More than 100. Shout out to all the
Yep,
artists
yep,
that's
yep.
been on.
Shout out everyone, every single
Damn.
one of them.
Do you have a favorite type of genre you like to listen to in EDM? Like
Currently, right now, I'm really liking like deep house, like a lot of the deep house that's been coming out of Africa right now, which is like 115, 112, 116,
Okay.
super chill. I've been
like
listening to that. Yeah,
Stuff?
yeah.
Like the Kitchenada type stuff, or
What'd you say?
Kitchenada, like that type of
Oh,
stuff?
K-Tronada?
Yeah.
You could say that that's a little bit more up tempo and more kind of modern sounding, but like
Okay.
the stuff coming out of South Africa, I fuck with that. That shit's tight. Like
lot of-
the scene over there is crazy. I follow a couple people on Twitter, and I just tapped in over there, and like South Africa is sick when it comes to house music.
Yeah.
So shout out to everybody out there.
Keep it coming.
Have you traveled like to like go to
Not outside the
conventions?
states.
No?
Yeah, I've been here. Yeah, I've only gotten the opportunity to go to New York and a
Okay.
couple other little spots here in California, but that's as much as my travels.
Yeah, same here. Hawaii, Miami, places like that.
Dope.
But mainly just the Dino.
hey, but
909.
shout out that you're from the Inland Empire, bro.
Yeah, man.
know,
Yeah.
you
That's
know?
that's the main thing we like to push on our channel is the Inland Empire, especially the Dino, because man,
Born
This-
and raised San Bernardino.
he's born and raised.
That's wild. Hey, we good if we go to the Dino? We good out there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're good.
Okay, we got the pass. Yeah.
Everyone's welcome, man.
Hey, but tell me something. Before we get more into like Simplistic Live, like tell me, you guys are from San Bernardino. Seems like raised from there as well. How was the scene there? Like when you guys were going, like when you guys were in high school, like
There ain't no scene.
oh, there was no
Still
scene for
no
EDM?
scene.
Pretty much just house parties, hip hop, like Nas Tanks type shit, like those-
exactly.
that type of environment. Yeah,
you know
I
what
know
it
what
is.
it is. For sure, dude.
Yeah, you
Like-
know what it is. Yeah. So like we mentioned 08. So around that time it was just house parties.
San
Just-
Bernardino had its phases. People with like really long hair and shit
Gotham,
like
the
that,
Hudson and shit.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
era, like for
Yeah, we
sure.
passed out flyers for Gotham one time at our high school for a little bit.
What high school did you go to?
Yeah.
Arroyo
Oh, right,
Valley.
for sure.
Yeah, that's where me and him went. I met him in Golden Valley though, which is a middle school.
Oh, word for
Um,
sure.
Yeah.
So I've been on him for a minute.
Shout
But yeah,
out-
there
shout
hasn't
out
been a
Royal Valley,
scene.
Royal Valley. Shout 'em out.
ABHS. Who you trying to shout out from right there?
Okay, because I'm just trying to come to terms, like real quick, that like the Inland Empire in the time of like 08 all throughout to, like even still now, like there was no EDM scene for sure, right? Because
Not like a
San
scene.
Bernardino, Mobile, I'll tell you for sure, like Robert and I would tell you there was definitely not.
You know how
necessarily a
like
scene,
I guess
for
you could
EDM.
categorize that there. You could say that Riverside has a scene. You know what I mean? Just because
No.
there's like downtown bars and you could
Not
like go.
for sure now. Like I could, yeah, I could agree to
You
that
could
now.
you could say that there's a scene right there, even though maybe the majority are not from Riverside either. But just that's where everybody goes because that's
Is this
where
a downtown?
yeah, because they have a downtown. Yeah, we didn't have none of that. There was none like that.
You know what's crazy to me too?
San
During the Gotham and Hudson days, I thought to me the way EDM was presented, I was like, dude, this shit is big.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I think of it now, like in scale from now, I'm like, dude, that shit was nothing. Like, to be honest, and
compared
that's,
to what's going on now.
yeah. Because that's how much EDM was going on in our area. To where I felt that shit was big. Like,
yeah, it was
damn, like
for
Hudson
that time.
City,
Yeah,
the Hudson, the Gotham City, like that was like that's some big ass EDM festival shit.
Yep,
That's how I
yeah.
felt as a teenager, bro. Like I was going to the mall, like with my friends and shit, like mobbing it, you know, trying to get up on some breezies. And then like we'll try to go to Hudson, but like shit, my mom won't let me go like to fucking Gotham City in San Bernardino. I'm like 14, bro, trying to go. I was shuffling too, bro. So like I knew some like homies that were trying to shuffle battle me, and like I was trying to like step up too, you know. So, but my mom didn't let me. You feel me? So like I never really got to step up and like do the shuffle battles and shit over at Gotham. But
yeah, there wasn't a scene. There was little crews and collectives and stuff,
sure.
but like there wasn't like an actual scene where like all these crews fuck with each other, like how there's crews here in Riverside now that, you know, they do shows together and all that.
Oh yeah,
there wasn't that. There was
same over here as well, dude. There was like none of that for sure. And I actually wanted to like touch on that because I've always wondered if that was the same experience for people that lived like in Rialto, Beaumont, Corona. It seemed like it's been the same experience where like the lack of EDM was definitely there. Like you had to drive out to LA and like for all that shit. I mean, you had like Monster Massive and like you had like the little like festivals, but they weren't popping like now for sure. Like now for sure, dude. Like you just like watch TV and like a fucking commercial for EDC will pop up, bro. So where back then, like you had to go to a parking lot and actually get like an address.
Then, Nocturnal was like $40.
Yeah,
at the door.
Dude, I remember, bro.
At the door. That was my first Nocturnal, $40.
I think it was only one day too, right?
Yeah.
No, they be trying to milk it, bro. I can't wait for Insomniac to do a festival where it's like a Monday through Friday festival, bro. Like where they take advantage of a 5-day schedule.
Like
I can see that shit happening.
a Los Angeles Music Week kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, dude, yeah. I don't see that's a good ass
Or
idea.
at the Orange Show? You think
At
the Orange Show can
at the
handle that
Orange Show?
shit?
Nah, that shit wouldn't be at the
We're
Orange
gonna
Show.
have to bleep that, bro. I'm not gonna let these fools take the idea from you. I mean, nah, dude, but Simplistic Live, bro. More than 100 episodes. Have all the guests been good?
They've been great.
Yeah, they've been great.
No one's been out of pocket and shit.
What do you mean?
All right, hey,
Like-
all right. So we both do these like platform type stuff, right? What's like a one thing or one time, something that stood out from the past times you've had one like people come over? Because I know it's a process for you guys. You get ready, then you bring in the person. What's like the most like random thing that's happened during like a live or something like that? That
Random
just pops out to
thing.
you, yeah.
We just bring one guest and then multiple guests come through.
Oh yeah.
That's one of them.
Dang, so you basically hosted a kickback without you knowing?
Yeah.
We just-
That happens a lot.
We'll let them get
Yeah.
on. It's all good.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
It's all good.
There's no good.
The homie
Shout
you
it
guys
out.
actually reached out to, he's the one saying like, "Oh yeah, we're having a session over here, bro. Pull up." He's like,
Yeah.
bro. I saw that shit on
Yeah.
Craigslist. Yeah.
It kind of feels like it sometimes. Yeah.
But everyone's been cool. Nothing that I could think of that stands out. I mean, there's one time people asked for like, "Hey, if we play, do we get money?" kind of shit.
Oh.
I can probably see that happening. I feel like for some shit like that, was that like on the spot type shit? Like they asked you on the spot, or was it like
No, it was in the messages. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was in the
Oh,
messages.
okay.
Cool, like
Stuff
they
like
didn't know, you know. It's
Yeah,
they're
no,
just
no,
asking
it
questions.
It's mainly weird questions. They're
Yeah.
not weird, but just not your normal questions and stuff.
No, I get
The one that we do get a lot that I'm surprised a lot is people are the guests that come in, they like kind of trip out that it's in a room. That's like the most common thing that we get. Huh? They come in and they're like, "Yo, what the fuck?" It's like it's in a room. They think it's like in a studio or something like that. It's a good surprise. It's not nothing bad. It's just a good surprise.
Because the way you guys your setup is the graphic is like all projected in.
Yeah, we do projection mapping.
Yeah, it
so
looks sick. So it doesn't necessarily look like it's just
a room.
I don't know if it's I haven't seen the area, but it looks like what I'm thinking is it like a corner part of the room or something like that?
Yeah, it's the whole half of the room.
Okay.
It's a studio pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a home studio with a bed in it.
Got it.
That's all it is.
Yeah. That's sick though. I mean, obviously it's a good surprise like to people for you to do all that with what you have, you know? That's dope as fuck.
Well, we also get is that we inspired people. Like we inspire a lot of
that's a
people
good
that
one.
so they leave inspired to go do whatever they got to do. You know what I mean? Like
because they see how you do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel you. That's sick.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I want to say like when people come in, the first thing they say is like, "Oh wow, this looks cool."
Yeah, that's I mean that's what I said. It should look sick.
Wait.
It reminded us of our spot.
Yeah, that's exactly what we get. But like to me, like I'm always like in my head like, damn, it's a garage. It's a garage. It's a garage.
You can't
People
think
don't
that
see
way.
it.
dude.
They walk in. I'm like, oh yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But yeah.
Makes you wonder like what like their bedroom may like look like. Like damn, okay, shit. Like Hollywood, hell yeah. Damn, true for real. Oh, we're mobile though, true.
Camera does magic.
Yeah, but that's like the thing we
That's
get.
the setup. Yep.
Yeah, and with the platform Simplistic Live, like doing the DJ sets, having people come over, throw down on the mixes, that's been ongoing now for I would say what 2-3 years now.
Yeah, we're going on a
About
third year.
Third year.
We're going on a third year for the live streams. Yeah.
And then before that, you guys were just doing gigs, like just doing gigs.
Yeah, just
like,
DJing.
pretty
So
much.
the way Simplistic came about was about like 10 years ago, like 2010, 2011, 2012. We were doing mix series on Mixcloud, and we just called it Simplistic Radio. So it was just hour-long mixes of us, just me and him getting
EDM
down.
or
Yeah, house music.
okay.
House
House and
music.
tech house and techno and stuff like that. So just
Okay.
audio though, just mixes for our
Yeah.
friends to listen to or whatever. And then
Hey, that was really big back in the
I was
day.
about to say that was a wave,
Mixcloud.
right?
Yeah, Mixcloud. Yeah,
'Cause I
back in the
remember
day.
doing-
Yeah, we did that for a minute. And then like I mentioned before we started, just life shit happens and like we still kicked it and like DJ during the weekend, but we really weren't pushing like social media or anything like that. This is before our Instagram and all that. It's just like Facebook and still. And then like about 4 years ago, we started doing just mixing again. And I was like, let's start recording them or like, let's start live streaming or whatever on Facebook. So we started live streaming on Facebook. Then some of the homies started seeing it and they hit us up like, hey, let me come sesh with you. We had a couple of homies on and then those turned into episodes. And then that kind of got the ball rolling to structure them. And then we're like, let's just bring the name back, Simplistic. And since we're doing it on a live stream, Simplistic Live. So that's kind of a little bit how it started. It was just us jamming. The homies saw it. They wanted to come on, and then we turned them into episodes.
Okay.
Just shout out to the homies, the early homies that saw it. The homie Dare, the homie Guillermo from
Wait, you
Beyond
said
Normal.
there?
Dare.
I think we've had there on one of our
live
episodes. I think we were in
San Bernardino.
yeah, it was
Like
it was
San
that
Bernardino.
place where Sub Factory, I think the Madhouse, like all those fools have done
Fucking
their
the Elks
shows.
Lodge?
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's that. I mean, we grew up right there.
Yeah.
Word?
up there,
For
yeah.
sure, yeah. So we actually had done a podcast episode at a show there for Revival and stuff like
Revival,
that.
Danny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
shout out Danny, bro.
We actually had an
Shout out
episode with him
those
too. as
Sick,
well.
sick.
Yeah,
Hell
so-
yeah, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. We're about to check it out. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Dare was at the show. I believe he played. And,
Yeah, he
he
played.
pulled up and we like talked with him and
Sick.
yeah,
What's
small
up, Dare?
world. Small world.
DJ Dare.
Shout out there. Shout out Revival. Shout out Elks. Shout out everyone.
What's your relationship with Revival and Stuff Factory? Like very close or it's like on some like just like regular?
Yeah,
homie
we're
shit?
pretty close with Danny. We anytime he wants us to DJ, we always DJ for him and shit. So whenever he hit us up, we always we're always there for him. Yeah, that's fam.
Yeah.
That's tight. How many more people are from the Dino? Because the only people I can think of is Revival, Stuff Factory.
Collective
I mean,
Simplistic
they're not
Live.
really from the Dino though.
Oh, they're not?
Nah, they just operate out of there. From what I know, who's actually like lives in the Dino?
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe not
normal.
necessarily living
In
in
the Dino, like just Guillermo
Guillermo. Topo.
or Luis Martinez. Luis the DJ. He does more open format like weddings and stuff. Shout out to him.
Sure.
Yeah, but he's been a DJ for like as long as we've been a DJ out in San Bernardino. I know there's more. And they're probably
there's a
forgetting
lot.
them right now. I apologize if I am. But there isn't that many. Mostly everyone's like Rialto, Fontana,
Montclair.
Colton. Yeah.
Yeah. That,
But
yeah.
Dino, that's very few that are still there and active.
Dude, we need to throw a big rave house party, big text blast, like back in the day, bro. No NOS tanks, bro. Get them
No,
hot.
no, stay. put the old school flyer and shit, no tortas and
Dude, they would say that shit.
yeah, on the flyer.
On the flyer, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's God.
But
Hey,
that's
that's
say like no
I remember
tortas, no wall huggers,
that,
no.
okay, I remember no wall huggers at the flyer, but no tortas. That's fucked up. Oh my god,
Fuck.
bro. No tortas.
Yeah, that was back in the day.
That was back in the day. This is when there was
Text
party crews and shit.
messages,
Were,
yeah.
you,
Party
were
crew.
you were you in a party crew or nah?
Nah, we were like affiliated with your
Associated, yeah.
It's like a Topo City.
Big Topo. Shout out Topo. That's fam.
This is brothers brothers
Oh,
crew.
we're for sure.
That's fam. Yeah. Yep.
Now we had some party crews up here in Moval. Urban Legends. There was like some group called Urban Legends. They're like really big out here. They always throw parties like IE LA. Like they were like big SoCal actually. Like from perspective, I remember that era. There's like no more party crews like that anymore, right? That's just
They all
dead.
turned into like gangs and shit.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Like at the end of the day, like then it was like wannabe gangish because it was just like they're trying to make it the party the front. Like, oh, we're just trying to party, but at the end of the day, like for sure they're doing some goon ass shit. Like, no doubt, bro. Like
Shit, shout out to all the homies
Yeah.
back then.
We had
man.
some good times. Well, I had
Yeah.
some good times.
hey, I want to ask, how'd you guys start DJing? Like, was it the controller, turntables?
I think we've done it all, man. From turntables to controllers to fucking iPods, bro.
Yeah,
That's
we
what,
DJ
that's
with
what I like to
everything.
hear.
Yeah, DJ with the coffin, the old school coffin. You
Oh,
know, with
shit.
you load the CDs on the rack.
You got an actual EQ outboard gear and
Yeah,
shit.
and
Like,
you had all the dials and shit. The
Oh,
jog
that's-
wheels were, you know, it had
Yeah.
the
little
little
fucking-
indent for your finger,
that's one of those.
the Geminis and all that.
Man, we just always
Shit.
been into music, just playing around with music. That's the whole game.
Like the first actual setup we had was his, which was two Newmark CDJs and a 2-channel Newmark mixer. And the CDJs, like the way you load them up, you push the eject button and then the latch would open like this.
Old school
Like up.
shit.
And then you put the CD in there and you close it down.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
what we ran it
You
with.
guys ran with real CDs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had the book, the book and stuff, because we had to do quinceañeras and weddings and stuff. So you had to have everything on the
I'm
book.
glad I got into DJing a little bit past that era
Same.
when we had DVS and shit like that.
Oh yeah, now it's so nice now. You could pull up. I don't get why people hate on controllers and shit, man. Use what you got. This
It's
like
so
there's
portable,
so
too,
much
bro.
shit now.
Yeah,
Like
just Whatever you're creative with, just use it, bro.
Dude, I know
Just use
some
it.
of the most sickest DJs that get down to little controllers and shit. They
As
make
long
some
as you're doing
sick
the
shit.
job.
I
That's
believe-
all.
Yeah.
I
As long as like, you look over,
Honestly.
everyone's dancing, gives a fuck. You know what I mean?
Honestly, yeah.
Facts.
I see this argument come up a lot where, oh, like they're not using real DJ gear, it's not a turntable and shit. But I always see this argument from like the much more like older,
Snobby.
like DJs that like. I mean, I can see why they made like for their appearance, like their diva mentality is probably like, oh, like when I'm DJing out there, like I want people to see me on some techniques, like me scratching it up on some authentic actual DJ gear, and like for me, it's just like, bro, I'm not trying to carry a heavy ass coffin with like techniques and shit, bro. I'm just trying to, like, dude, I got a fucking, I got a
let's just say
backpack,
this
bro.
now. Shout out to everyone who does turntables.
For real.
Facts.
Like I respect all that.
That's the superior one. So
Yeah.
the turntablists, just shout out to all y'all. You guys are the best. You know what I mean?
I'll give you your flowers now.
Yeah.
But
For
like I
sure,
said,
for
there's a time and a
portability.
place.
For portability, I think
There's a time and a
controllers are
place.
the right way to go.
There's a time and a place. Like you're not gonna show up to a dark ass sweaty nightclub with like,
Turntables.
turntables and stuff unless you want that shit to be bumping all day. Unless that club was built for that, you know.
Nah, that's true.
Built for turntables
Mhm.
because some clubs aren't, and then the needle will be jumping and shit.
I mean, you throw events, so you know how setups work and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like setting something like that, it's got to be already established.
Nah, true, dude.
Yeah. And honestly, if you're gonna book the DJ that has vinyl, of course you're gonna get fucking turntables for that DJ. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most of the time when you book artists like that, they'll typically give like a sheet of a list of like the tech writer they need. Like, oh, I need like 2 monitors. I need 2 turntables. They might even ask you, oh, I need 2 new needles.
Yeah.
Fuck, bet.
2 bottles of the
I need
champagne.
the M447s. Fuck, those shits are out of stock, fam.
yeah.
I need them, bro. Shit.
You just gotta talk to like whoever the like you said their tech is beforehand. Like I know when I did times, Like the dude texted me like a couple weeks beforehand or like a week beforehand, asking me like what I was playing on and whatnot, if I had USBs, if I was gonna use my laptop, and I just let him know just like little things that I had or that I usually use, and then he was like, "Oh, all right, well, we have this, and this, and then if you need anything else, let me know." So then I got there like an hour beforehand, and bro, they had, I mean, for the most part, like places that like are legit with it, they'll have everything. Like even the just in case stuff, like stuff you think you'll need, like that you'll bring with you, they'll have it there just in case too. You know,
They have a
because-
little adapter for your headphones.
yeah, bro, an extra monitor. Oh, you need a laptop? I got you, fam. Like it's like that. So like,
That's good,
Did
that's
they
good.
charge you for that shit or nah?
nah.
I remember I went to go play somewhere and I asked the sound engineer of that venue. I was like, I forgot my headphone jack. He's like, here, bro, you can use mine for $2. I was like, what? I was like, am I buying it? He's like, nah, you're renting it out. I need it back. I'm like, $3 and I'm gonna give it back to you, fam?
You're in the Dino.
No, I felt like I was in the Dino. I felt like I was in mobile, bro. True. And
That's why that's
what's
what
up,
we
though.
do with the things we do. So we get the bad taste of the Dino out of people's head. You know what I
But-
mean?
well, I have that bad taste from going to gigs in the Dino because, like, bro, it's sketchy sometimes going out there and doing gigs.
Where have you been? In the
I've been out all like on Waterman at all.
Oh,
that
shit.
Oh
area,
yeah, that's
bro.
bad. Man. That's bad.
remember that one gig? That shit was in the Dino where like they had me set up by the fucking
Oh, like in the alley or
it was like an
whatever?
alley and shit, yeah.
Bro, it's sketch, dog.
Was
Like, and then
it?
people out there just are just like, you really gotta press some people or like look like you're gonna press someone or they're gonna like, I don't know.
Probably
It's
fuck
just-
with you and shit. You know?
Yeah,
Test
like,
the waters, you know?
And I'm like, bro, I'm trying to go. I'm just a DJ. I don't want to leave. Like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, yeah.
Hey,
You know,
shout out.
it makes me wonder the people that go to the festivals like Beyond and Nocturnal, like obviously it's at the Nas, the San Bernardino. I wonder if people in LA or like people that don't know like how the SB IE area is like right there. I wonder if they know they're going to the ghetto, like because necessarily that's just like the ghetto.
know.
I've always wondered. Like,
They know.
do
I see all the shit talking and shit when something gets announced and it's at the Nas and shit. And they're and then you see all the like, you see all the like pro people being like, "Hey, I'm coming to LA," and then all the comments are like, "Man, that's just in the Dino and da 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 da." Like, whatever.
You know what's funny, bro? I've seen some tour dates of some artists. Well, they'll have tour stops like Arizona, San Francisco, Los Angeles. I'll look at the Los Angeles like event info. It'll be at fucking San Bernardino at the Nas. But on the flyer, they'll market it as a Los Angeles show. But when you go buy a ticket, it'll be like a venue from fucking like San Bernardino.
Yeah, that's
but
not-
they use Los Angeles for like the aesthetic pleasing. Like
That's not just with like EDM. That's with everything.
everything.
That's
no,
with
for
everything.
sure.
That's like the like you know.
All right, then I'm
That's
from
like the
Los
company
Angeles.
I work for. They say
I'm from
LA.
Los
too.
Angeles. Yeah.
Yeah, LA is not that far from SB, anyways. Like
Yeah.
what,
Hour,
45 to an
45.
hour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an
Uh,
LA DJ fan.
What's your guys' favorite DJ gear right now? Like CDJs?
DJ gear.
Gear.
Shit.
Like,
Probably our
CDJs?
X1s.
Yeah, Traktor.
Our Traktor-
our setup. Honestly,
Yeah.
our setup.
Yeah, we use
Yeah.
Traktor Controls X1s. We have both the Mark 1 and the Mark 2.
Nah, I never actually heard of that setup, dude.
Yeah, this is old.
The X1.
They're MIDI controllers
A lot of
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I know what you're talking
a
about.
lot of techno DJs use them.
back in the day.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of back in the day.
Now I think I don't know if they still use them, but it's the Allen and Heath ones, the K2s.
K2s, the X19s.
Yeah, look them up, man. Traktor Control X1.
Yeah.
Those are probably our favorite.
And
Yeah,
what's the
piece of
current
gear.
what's the current DJ gear at you guys'
Our setup.
studio at the moment? Yeah.
We have a pair of XDJ 1000s
Mm.
and the 900 Nexus.
Oh, all right, cool.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And then the
Good
X1s in the middle.
controllers.
Have you
Yeah,
ever
they
tried
look
out
up.
the CDJ 3000s?
Am I what?
Have you ever tried out the
Yeah.
CDJ
Yeah,
3000s?
we
Yeah.
tried the 3000s on the V10.
Yep, that's it right there. That's the first model right there. That's my baby.
Wait, so that's what you like? Really?
Is that the
Sorry,
one with?
that's
Is that
his.
what the
No,
one
that's
with?
his.
Yeah, that's the
his.
newest one. That's the
second
Mark
model.
II.
Yeah.
Okay, so swear, bro. Okay, so yeah,
We use the Mark II and the Mark
That's it.
1.
Yep, that's it
I
right
use
there.
the Z2 for my mixer,
That
which
shit's
is
badass.
basically like
The big daddy of those.
of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
You can literally DJ
Just
a
using
whole
those.
night with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
You know what
Yeah. You just use the little. Well, does it have the little knobs on it too to beat
Yep.
jump?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So the Mark 1 you could use pitch bend. It has pitch bend buttons, and then the Mark 2 has a touch strip
That's lit.
that you could use to pitch forward or pitch down or whatever. Bend.
That's wild.
Pitch
So,
bend.
so if my calculations are correct, Team Traktor.
yeah, definitely.
Team Traktor.
But we get down record box too, like whenever.
So what are
When we
your
get
thoughts
booked.
on Serato?
What happened?
So
We
what
get
do you
down
guys-
Serato too.
Serato, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
whatever.
good with Serato.
Whatever plays music, man.
Honestly, I don't really see people with Serato anymore.
Nah.
Honestly.
Dopo does.
Maybe
Just
if you're
see
a
hip-hop
Oh, open-
DJ,
DJ.
open
I was about to say,
format.
just
Yeah,
hip-hop,
maybe if you're a
Open
hip-hop
format
DJ.
DJs, Serato, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I believe that. Open format DJs for sure will use like a software like
Because I think they have like you could integrate like Spotify or something like that.
Yeah,
now.
you could do that with Record Box now. You could have SoundCloud, Apple Music, all that shit.
I know.
integrated.
What's the other one? What's Pioneer's competitor? We were just talking about this with Benny.
Oh, you guys talking about the Denon?
Yeah, there you go, Dannon.
Yeah.
Oh my god, their shit's.
For some reason, it looks dope as fuck. Like all their new gear that they come out with looks dope. But for-
Denon?
Yeah, Denon. But for me, there's something about it that I'm just like, nah.
You should check it out,
Like it
man.
feels like a complete ripoff of Pioneer.
Yeah, I'm
It's
just
actually
like,
the other
nah.
way. It's actually the other way.
I get it. I feel like it's the whole like Android
And
versus
yup,
Apple thing with it.
yep.
But like,
Android is denim, where all the features
Are
and
there
all that,
first.
and then Pioneer is the more polished, which you would call the iPhone
The
and
Apple, yeah.
The Apple.
shit. Yeah,
Shout
but
out Denim.
yeah,
Yep.
denim's sick. Denim's sick.
Shout
You're
out
able to-
Pioneer too. Just whatever gets the job.
Yeah,
done,
whatever. Yeah,
honestly.
fuck, CD.
Facts.
Shout out CD.
whatever, like you guys are saying, whatever you're more comfortable with. 'Cause honestly, like I'm right here stuck with this my Traktor setup because I just like it. I'm comfortable with it.
The effects are
like-
sick.
Exactly, and I like the fader. Well, I switched on my faders now, but like the fader that it originally came with was nice. The whole like platter on it, I don't know. It's all. it
My
works good
favorite
for
thing
me.
about Traktor is their filter processor, because it's so nice. It's an oscillator, like isolator. So it's
Yeah.
like it doesn't have a sweep like Pioneer does, where it give you that.
It's
I don't like
harsh.
that. I just
Yeah,
want
I don't
cut.
like it either.
I just want cut like you're in the studio, because you're able to shape the sound more.
Me personally, it's the loops. Loops.
Oh,
Loops.
yeah, the
loops,
loops.
loops. Loops. Loops. Loops. Loops. That
Yeah,
is
the
my
loops.
fucking secret weapon right there when it comes to DJ.
Yeah, because we do 4 decks, so
Okay.
I feel you.
you're able to
what I
like
mean?
layer them up on the Traktor
You'd be
better.
so much creative when you could just turn the knob. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just turn it.
That's what I've heard Traktor's like really good for, like multitasking. Like
Yeah.
just like actively always doing something. Whether
Mhm.
it's like the effects, whether if it's like loading another track to track C or B, like just like that shit can like it has the software and it has the fucking engineering to be able to handle
Yeah, it's
all
dope.
that.
It's just creativity, man.
Yeah.
Really. It really is. Because you just have that power. It's literally right there. You know what I mean?
yeah, fuck with Traktor.
Damn, I feel like y'all
So-
know more about Traktor than I do.
So, and we don't even use it to its, its.
Yeah,
main-
we don't even
I
use it to
don't.
its
I know
full
I
potential
don't,
like that,
because I know
man.
it has so because I even have the what is that, the D1 or D2 extension on it or whatever, and that's basically like a whole deck right there on its own.
Yeah,
But I don't use. I basically use the cue points, the sampler maybe, and then the pause and play button.
hmm
That's pretty much it.
yeah. Same. We only use them as the regular decks, but I want to dedicate one to just be a remix deck where I could trigger clips. But it's just time, and you got to put in the time if you want it to be right.
Yeah.
You can't just fucking do it just to do it.
I think the thing that holds me back from really like getting into all of it, like learning all the little things, is that when I do gigs other places, they don't even have this.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm like, damn, why am I even like trying to do all of this on my stuff if I'm gonna go here and nothing's the same and I can't even do what I want to do.
yeah. Same. I think that we run into that. But fuck it, we just do it on record box.
Especially like if you're not if you're not like an 8-track or a craze, they're not gonna accommodate you for what you want. you
Oh
know?
yeah, that definitely. That's one of the like what I would hear about behind the scenes about why certain people wouldn't book us and stuff is like, oh, you got to bring your whole setup. It's either you got to bring your whole setup, or they're like, we don't know if you could bring your people from the IE to the LA, because LA is where everything was at.
Yeah.
But now we're like happy that there's stuff going on in the IE and shit. So
Yeah.
Took a minute, but we're here now. We're here
for
now.
real, dude.
When do you guys think you saw the like influx of people coming to EDM? Like, what year was that around for y'all?
I thought was 08, 2010 when we
Honestly,
were
for
getting
me,
into it.
was not for me. It wasn't like 08 for sure.
Oh,
Probably.
shit.
Probably-
Yeah, because we were like, holy shit, we're seeing like Dead Mouse and doing big shit. Or
Probably
whatever.
after that fiasco EDC,
Oh, yeah, when the
2010. That
girl
was
died.
probably like probably where I noticed everything was just straight.
That's
fucking
completely flipped.
EDM.
Yeah, when that happened.
That was the game changer when it comes to
When it
that.
went to Vegas. Yeah, that was the big shift. It was like you said, good publicity or
You
bad
said that was
publicity,
2010,
whatever.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you, Robert?
Because for me, I think 2011, 2012, like the
Same.
whole Calvin Harris era, like
That was right after all that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
That was
that's what I'm and maybe, but that's probably what triggered it. You know, like EDC moving, people seeing all the money they're putting into it, which made people like.
And that's just here in America. We can,
Yeah.
we can only commentate about what's going on here
Facts.
because EDMs has been big everywhere else. Shit, so
Yeah.
Remember Electrotistic?
Electrotistic, then
Yeah.
Dude, remember we had a gig at Electrotistic, Nico? We went to Los Angeles, and dude, I remember that show. That was my first time I seen a DJ do a pre-recorded set. Me and DJ Ekits were there. We were like, hell no, this fool did not just fucking do a set pre-recorded, bro. This fool was like acting
how'd
and
you
shit.
know? How'd you know?
It's because I knew because the way I'm gonna make this quick. We got there to Electrotistic. Homeboy was playing, but he was just clone decking the whole shit the entire time to make it seem like he was switching a track. But it was the same mix. He was playing a mix and he was just like trying to like puppeteer like the fucking transitions and shit, trying to make it like real. But me and some other fool, like some fucking SoundCloud, like underground fool named DJ Ekkids, like back in the day SoundCloud. Me and him were like, dude, I think this was doing a pre-record. Like, look, every time he does this, like every time he's switching a song, like the waveform is staying the same. Like he has the instant doubles on. Like it's the same fucking mix. And this like got some Serato shit. That's why I don't know if instant doubles like it's on Traktor too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the first time I seen that shit pre-recorded, and I remember my not my homie, but the fool next to me. I met him that day, DJ Kids. He went up to that fool right after, was like, bro, like, don't you ever do that shit at fucking Electrotistic. And he wasn't even like in part of the team, but it was just some DJ that was playing. He was like, yeah, bro, don't you ever like do some shit like that. Hella disrespect, bro. You need to get the fuck out of here. And I was like, oh shit.
Wow.
Threw him
You
out
were
like
oh
jazz.
shit, I actually DJ now. Fuck.
Yeah, and yeah, Electrotistic. Damn, Electrotistic, bro. Fuck, shout out Electrotistic. Yeah, you were EDM as fuck if you knew what the fuck Electrotistic was, for sure.
Peak when Electrotistic was popping off and all those little rave shuffle shows were going on.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was shuffling for sure back in the day, bro. My realization when I knew for sure EDM was like popping was like Sexy and I Know It. Rihanna started making a fucking track. Where have you been all my life?
So I feel like
Like,
that
all
was
that
like
shit.
the introduction to all that shit. And then I feel like festivals amplified it. Once festivals became like a big like social media thing, like the thing to go to, like in 2015, 2016.
That's all it is now.
After that, it was a wrap.
I haven't been to an event in a good while.
Man.
What's a good wow?
They went from tickets to fucking cards to fucking bracelets.
Oh,
I
To
don't
bro.
know.
fuck to fucking
I remember
memberships.
The cards,
Oh,
fuck.
man.
The cards were. I like.
I like the
getting
cards.
though.
The cards were
The
dope.
cards were sick because it was like cool little memorabilia
Yeah.
that you got.
Yeah.
Like I'm not. The bracelets are cool, but like it doesn't. There's no
You
cool
can't take it
artwork
off and
on
shit.
the
You
bracelet.
gotta
You
rip it.
know.
I think my first EDC was a card, bro.
I still have my
2014?
ticket stubs, bro.
Yeah,
From
same.
Rave,
Same.
from
The
raves.
Ticketmaster ones?
Yeah, I
The
still
Ticketmaster
got my
There you go.
ticket
Yeah, it
stubs.
was Ticketmaster because now it's like what, a front gate
I don't even know.
doing it.
I remember Hard Summer gave out like these holographic tickets one year. Like it had like
Oh,
two
yeah,
logos.
yeah,
with
yeah,
two-
yeah.
Hard Summer, right?
Yeah, it had like Diplo
Beyond
and
Wonderland did a
Skrillex.
couple of those.
They were like strawberries, huh?
Yeah,
I
bro,
remember.
like, I thought that was so cool and creative.
I remember going to like a Hot Topic kind of looking store in Riverside to go buy tickets.
Oh,
That's where I had to
yeah,
go
yeah.
all the way to go buy rave tickets and shit because they didn't like you either
Hot
go to the
Topic?
box office to buy them or like designated spots
Uh-huh.
that were either at the mall or some. Insomniac would post it and like you could buy tickets here or they would post addresses where you could go buy tickets.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yep.
And yeah, $40 or $50 or
40,
whatever.
60, 80, but we were like what 18? Fucking, we were young, so that's fucking expensive for us.
For
So
yeah.
y'all were like 16, 17, like in 08, 09 or
Yeah.
Around
Yeah, I
there.
want to say around there.
Around there, yeah.
So you guys known of like the EDC at the Coliseum?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to
Fucking-
that one. The
Oh, did
2010
you?
one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
we went to that one.
Oh,
How was
shit.
it?
And then that was sick,
It
dude.
was-
So compared to
It was pretty
EDC
crazy.
Vegas, what I want to like know some.
What's the differences?
Yeah.
I mean, EDC Vegas is a
Low-key,
whole
yeah, Vegas is probably
different.
doper, honestly.
Yeah, that's doper.
bro.
Definitely, that's
Low-key.
doper.
That's just
Um,
doper.
So compare what EDC in LA is to like something that goes on now. What can you compare it to?
The big difference is, at least back then, it felt more like there was more. Not to sound cliche or whatever, there was more of that blur shit
Okay.
going around. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Been hearing that a lot.
So,
Yeah, there was more of that going around. There was like you could meet people. I was meeting people from like other parts of the world that were either, broke as fuck like me or rich as fuck, and they didn't care. You know what I mean? We were all there to listen to Armin or whatever we were listening to that day.
Yeah.
It was like that. It wasn't no social media influence or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember going to an event recently in like the last 4 years or so, and I was talking to some chick, and she asked how many followers I had.
Are you kidding? Are you
Like,
serious,
what the
bro?
fuck? Yeah, I gotta pass through this filter or what? I was like, man, you might have been the reason why I stopped going to these shits.
Bro, and I bet like back then too, like
Damn.
when you were going, you could like ask around and be like, oh, like what DJ are you here to see? And they'll be able to answer, huh?
Mhm.
Nobody
Now
can
it's
answer
like-
that
yeah.
question.
I
bro.
wouldn't. I haven't even.
They
gone
just
to
stay
an
in the
event.
main stage.
They're like,
basically.
I don't know, bro. I just know where the drinks are at.
And then I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah.
There was more of that. There was people that I would only see at events, and that's what your rave family
Yeah.
was and shit. Your rave dad or your rave mom or whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking
What have
rave
you?
names. I don't know if that's still a thing.
Yeah, we had you had rave
The
names
rave
and
names.
It's
shit.
still it's a thing. It's not what it was. It's different. Like I mean, maybe it is still, but it's more like, oh, these are the people I'm gonna connect with and just like party for the next couple of days with, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I feel like they do that every weekend now, so it's like
Now,
Yeah.
are all the Insomniac raves 2 days, or is it
for the
one
most part.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
trying to think. What's the last event they did that was just one day?
They still do Audiotistic.
Audiotistic. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think Audiotistic. That goes on and off.
Now-
One year it goes one day, 1 year
Is that
It's
a
still
big
hip-hop
rave,
or still
is that
hip-hop?
like
They still
a
do it.
one stage kind of thing?
they. You know what? Don't quote me on this. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'm not too sure because they had, depending on the venue, they could probably branch out to like 2 more stages. But I know Audiotistic. The one they had recently, I think in San Francisco, it could have been 3 stages, but I'm not too sure.
Mm.
I'm not too sure. But it's
Audiotistic is
crazy
pretty
how
dope.
how the progression of festivals went from one stage from like 4 hours, and then now it's fucking 5, 10, 20 stages, bro. And
Yeah.
then sometimes like even more is like small like
And
sub
then
stages.
it
3
used
art
to be-
cars and
It
shit,
used to
like-
be 4 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Not
You
yet.
know, back in the day.
It's 2 days now.
Oh
Wow.
shit.
Now it's like over at 2, right? And then some are
Then
over
you got
at
the
12.
after party, then the after party. then the
Shit, man.
So they went on longer. Back in
Yeah,
the
they
day.
used to be over at 4.
Like, yeah, because for sure these festivals are ending it at 2.
Yeah, no, like I said, once that EDC happened, where that girl died, that changed a lot for the good and the worst too.
It does look like though it is still one stage though. Audiotistic. That's
Mhm.
cool.
They still do like hip hop artists and stuff. 'Cause that was
That
the
was pretty
thing.
cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Kid Cudi, the Cool Kids,
Yeah, they have.
Damn, the cool kids played
fucking
Audiotistic.
Rusko. I remember Rusko would be there.
You know, one artist that did surprise me, DJ Mustard.
DJ
When I went to go
Mustard.
see him, I forgot which year it was. It was at the bass pod.
20
Fool played bass pod, bro. So like this fool was playing all the hip hop slaps, like all the ratchet ass slaps, but he was playing like some EDM bass slaps too. I was like, dude, like I thought I was in a simulation, dude. Like I can't believe I'm watching DJ Mustard. It's kind of like when the first clip I saw Shaquille O'Neal, bro, dropping dubstep. I'm like, dude, like, nah, bro, this gotta be on some Blender shit. Like someone made this shit. This shit's not fake. But nah, bro, like
like Tupac. It's a
My
my
hologram.
the hologram at Coachella. That shit was wild. I remember seeing that shit live too, dude.
Oh, for real? That's
yeah,
sick.
It was like a YouTube. It was streamed on YouTube, and
Oh yeah,
It was a-
they use a mesh.
yeah, I was like in high school. I was like finishing up some homework. It was Sunday night, and I remember Control was like, "All right, you want to see some shit?" And then hologram Tupac pulled up and like performed. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
That gotta
That's
go down in history as one of the most epic things that's ever happened.
Dude,
at a
that goes
Yeah.
on like regularly overseas, like in China and stuff. They have concerts just like
Japan.
that, where they have like a bunch of celebrities
True,
doing
true.
concerts.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's true.
hologram of Ishi.
Hologram
That'd be
of
badass.
BT.
I'm down to go see.
Don't
it.
they have like there's like some actual singer that she's a hologram and like people go pay to go watch her
Are you
sing
being for
like
real?
She's
like
like,
a full
an
artist.
anime character too.
Yeah.
She's
Like
an anime
VTubers. You know who
character.
VTubers are? Like
VTubers?
yeah, like
I've never
it's
heard.
Twitch streamers, but it's like they're anime characters and it's voiced by a real person.
Oh, like they uniform themselves as like anime characters, like digitally, right?
Yeah.
But,
So
like,
you
it's,
only
like, the
see
actual
the
voice.
you only see the
character,
animated.
the anime.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
But it's
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
voicing it, and they got like
Mm.
millions of followers and people watching this. It's pretty cool.
Let me see.
True. Would you ever do something like that? No.
What do you mean?
Or would you ever do that? V2?
Yeah, look, it's like that.
VTube? Nah.
Oh,
See, look,
shit.
it's an
But
it's an anime character.
we are working on
And she's a-
holographic.
She's a
projection
singer.
That's why people pay just to go
Yeah.
see that.
to go see. Yeah, packed
just
out
go see
shows
her.
in arenas and shit.
I'm trying
That's
to
pretty
think,
crazy.
would I-
So this is a pre-recorded audio performance, right? Or is this like an actual simulation, like? Or is it like actual
I'm not that familiar
Is
with
it like
it.
actual human or is it like a
Yeah, it's
AI?
an actual like company behind it, an actual artist behind it, but
So-
the artist is unknown. It's the hologram.
You think people are going to that because of the tech and because they want to experience what that would actually be?
That's how it looks.
I mean,
like.
that's what I would go.
Right?
That's pretty
Oh,
epic,
fuck.
bro. It looks like a rave.
That
Yeah.
looks
Pretty
sick.
bad.
Yeah, no, that looks badass.
You know what I mean?
That looks
Okay.
badass.
I'd be down to go to that.
Who's
Hell
that?
yeah. That's
Yeah.
like next level raving right there.
I know,
bro.
that's crazy.
Like, yeah, no, I'd be down for that. That makes sense why people would go pay for that.
Yeah, we're trying to crack that code too, the holographic code. Trying to get that shit working.
I'm not sure if I've asked this question on here, but is it possible to rave on a plane? Like, is it possible to throw a show on a plane?
Didn't like someone recently get in trouble for doing that shit during the pandemic?
Someone did that during the pandemic?
Well, like they just partied on a plane and shit. They
I
didn't
don't
rave,
know,
but
I
it
don't
looked
know.
shit looked like a rave.
I would
someone got-
I wouldn't want to rave on a plane.
It was on I don't know. It was a bunch
So
of
that's
rich
EDM
people.
Twitter, though, bro. I'm
Let's-
sure there'll be some people there that want to do that.
You don't think the jumping is gonna throw off the turbulence or something like that? You know?
How many miles per hour is this
Yeah,
plane going?
I
You feel
mean-
me? I don't think it would make a difference.
Thousands.
Aren't you supposed to sit down during the plane ride?
True, yeah.
Not after it's cruising. Once it's
You just walk around.
yeah, you could get
literally
it. You
just
could
stand.
But I don't
You could
think you're
get up.
supposed to be doing like exercising on the plane and shit. You know?
I don't know.
So
If it's some first class shit, yeah, I'd be down. But a rave, nah.
Yeah, I don't know about rave.
Oh, on a train. How about a rave on a train?
that would be
That'd be
sick.
lit.
The
Oh,
rave,
okay.
that'd be
Maybe we
sick.
could do that. Some fucking train bandits. Give me your candy. Ah, shit.
And then,
Each
like-
cabinet has its own theme and shit. Like,
And then you stop and you get off, and another crew gets on.
that'd be lit.
Hey, that'd be tight.
Yeah, we're gonna hit up the Metrolink.
Yeah,
Hey, Metrolink,
tight.
we're gonna make some plans.
And the
you
people
know
that got
what?
dropped out, they just stranded.
I feel like we're talking about this now, but I feel like Insomniac has plans to do this shit already. with the
Facts,
chances.
bro.
You could say that.
Like, bro, Insomniac's been branching out.
They're
so
fucking
much.
everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like they're
Shout out to all the
monopolizing
homies
this
that
shit,
work for
man.
Insomniac.
Oh yeah. Shout out to all
And
the
they're not even
crews.
being subtle
You
about
guys
it,
made
bro. They're like, yeah, we just claimed this venue,
But
bro.
You know what it is? I think it's because people take EDM as such, like not that yet, like not a. They still think of it as like rave, you know, like as that type of genre, but in reality, it's not that anymore.
It's been crossed over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people don't see that, so they just take that music as like, oh yeah, it's just EDM, you know.
Yeah.
But in reality, it's a big
Yeah.
market now, and Insomniac
been
has
a
it
big
on
market.
Pascal is setting himself up real nice, bro.
lock. Yeah.
Cause this shit, I think it's not even touched the surface, dude. Like, at all. Like, it's just.
I mean,
I've
they
been
got the
very
industry by
impressed.
the balls for
They
sure.
do the cruise, right? The
They got a cruise. They got they're doing some shit in Mexico. I mean, they got EDC Mexico, EDC Orlando. Do you have any other EDCs? Am I missing any?
I feel like they have maybe
Colorado?
like the state, like the United States on lock, right? But I feel
Yeah.
like other countries though, their scene is probably better and like.
And not only
it's
that,
different.
that shit might get messy, bro. Like, imagine Insomniac trying to step into Tomorrowland grounds. Like, nah, homie, like,
Damn.
Shit, if anything, they probably partner up. You know what I mean?
most
Because there's
likely. That's-
money to
I
be
mean,
made.
No,
and
that's
shit.
the most for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because Mexico's got the BPM festival,
true.
which is their big thing.
Do you ever want to go to BPM Festival?
BPM festival? I'd love to, dude.
We had Milkman. He was a guest on our podcast. He went to BPM Festival in Costa Rica. That's
Costa
what he
Rica?
said. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I think they branched out to Costa Rica
Yeah,
as
they
well.
probably did. Because
And he was telling me
the
that
main
like
shit's
him and
in
his group
Mexico.
like sneaked into the fucking festival and shit. She was wild as fuck.
well, I'm assuming you're able to like just pull up, no? Because all the shit I see from BPM festival is just in the street. It's just the city.
Oh,
I
real
think
shit.
they
Yeah.
might-
Playa del Carmen. It's just like I don't know because we've seen videos of Richie and
So,
shit doing
Yeah.
sets at a like taco stand and shit.
Well,
Okay.
I believe what Milkman was saying is that it's like its own little secluded place, right? So you gotta
Oh.
get ushered in through like a boat or something like that. So they have people just taking you over, and then there's certain times at night where they tell everybody, oh, they gotta leave.
Hmm.
So there's certain times when the shuttles, stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks
Yeah, it looks
as
sick. It looks
fuck.
sick.
dope.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like what he said, the taco stand. There's fucking parties around the city in a fucking taco stand. Fucking DJs
That's
just
just
getting
tight.
down at a taco stand. That's fucking dope. That's dope.
Should be badass. What are some of you guys' top 3 artists right now? You guys fucking
Top 3 artists.
Yeah.
Right now, fuck,
Damn.
Ratio.
I don't even know.
Damn. Like that are making music or DJs
Hey,
well,
I
or
mean, it
what?
could be, yeah, no
Let-
matter. It honestly could no matter. DJs, like artists,
Right now,
EDM though. But like, yeah, it could be a DJ, it could be
Go
an
ahead, Mike.
artist.
Black Loops. I know
yeah.
that's you.
Yeah, I'll fuck with Black Loops, Ben Hawk.
And then these like all the same genre because I'm not familiar with
Yeah.
these names. So they like are they house
House
techno?
music. Yeah, house
All right,
music.
for sure.
I have to bust out the Spotify real quick.
Oh, hey, shit's about to
Damn.
get serious right now. No black though.
Damn, favorite. I could tell you my favorite DJ that's always been my favorite DJ and currently too. DJ
Plan.
DJ Marky.
DJ Black.
DJ Marky.
DJ
DJ
Mark.
Shout out to DJ Marky, the sensei.
DJ Mark.
He doesn't know he's my sensei, but
What kind of music is it? House?
drum and bass.
Drum
But
and
he
bass.
gets down in house music too.
Oh, okay.
He's from Brazil.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, everyone on YouTube and SoundCloud, let us know in the comments if you guys have a sensei. Like, whether that was production, DJing, like, let us know. As I feel like I've had a sensei like in my life for a minute.
Someone you look up to and shit. Like
Yeah,
that,
like learning how to DJ.
Yeah, DJ Marky's definitely one of mine,
DJ
along
Marky.
with like Richie Hunt and shit.
Well, oh, okay.
Oh, here we go. Retro Migration. I play his tracks all the time.
Just 3, Mike. About to go your whole list.
videos. DJ Sneak. That's another one right there.
Oh, yeah, that's
Local
another one.
Dice. That's another one right there. Jamie Jones is another one. One of my favorite
Okay,
sets.
Jamie Jones, I
One of my
fuck with Jamie
favorite
Jones.
sets is Escape, and Jamie Jones closed it. One of my favorite.
What year
fucking
was that?
sets. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. But
Probably
Oh
like
shit.
Jamie Jones was
2015 or
there, and he
something like
closed
that.
it, and that's still to this day one of my favorite sets.
OG, right? Jamie Jones.
Yeah,
Been in the
OG.
game for a minute, right? I feel like I don't know a Jamie. I can't name a track, but I feel like I've seen the name everywhere.
oh, and Moody Man, obviously Moody Man.
Man's another one.
Moody Man's another sensei for sure. If you want to take anything away from this, any DJ, any genre, check out the Moody Man Red Bull interview. I watch that interview like probably once a month.
Really?
So many gems on there. Just like whatever you're into, you'll connect with what he says for sure. So shout out Moody Man. You're inspiring us from all the way over here, bro.
Shout out Moody Man. What else can I think of right now?
I'm pretty sure you've all heard Moody Man too at some point. You didn't even know.
Hold
like
on,
I-
wait a minute.
Honestly, I don't know
the
right
name.
now, but maybe I have. Like,
You
at
know,
some point.
I do know.
You know that Oliver Dollar song? What's that song called? It's like the biggest song.
Do your thing.
Do your thing.
I
Like,
don't
hold
actually
on, wait
know.
a minute.
Oh, yep.
That's his voice. That's Moody Man.
Okay.
And I think Drake used that too, right? For Passion
yeah,
Fruit.
yeah. Gay as Drake.
Have you guys ever done shows as like Simplistic live, or has it just always been just
So
DJ sets, like recorded live DJ sets?
so when we DJ as SM Bass, and as Simplistic we do visuals for clubs or
Yeah. Camera. We do camera stuff too.
Yeah.
On the side.
Okay, so but any were you consider what you guys were doing both? Because were you guys both doing the thing at Comic Con?
no, it's just
No.
me.
Oh,
That's just me. Yeah,
okay, for
that's
sure.
just
So
me.
that was separate from Simplistic. Live.
Yeah, that's separate.
Oh, okay.
That's just
gotcha.
like my regular job.
Oh, we're at the show.
Yeah, next week we got a VJ gig coming up on Friday with the Casa Sucia crew. Shout out Casa Sucia.
Long Beach.
From
That
Long
like
Beach.
Mumaton reggaeton stuff.
No, they play techno,
yeah.
tech house,
Oh, okay.
house music.
House music.
That's the brands, Brandon. No, Brandon.
Oh, the brands. Yeah, yeah,
that's his
yeah.
homies.
Hella funk.
Hella fuck,
Cut flow.
cut
Them
flow.
homies.
All the shout out Casa Sucia. We'll see you guys next week.
So if you guys
Or
are
whenever
open
it
on
is.
Friday, pull up. We'll be doing something that's not DJing, you know?
This Friday.
Yeah,
Like,
Friday.
Oh.
I know you guys are always busy, man.
Shit.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
Long Beach.
I'm actually gonna go to the observatory this Friday. I think.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
what's going on out there?
OG Nixon, Murata, and I think they're supposed to have Papa Khan, but I guess like his visa is like delayed, so he had to like postpone some tour
Excuse
stops. And that was one of the tour stops, but I don't know if that's been
Are we
like
out there?
Yeah,
situated.
that happens.
But yeah, that's happening at the
We going?
observatory.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'll
But
take another one.
now we're always out here though on
Does anyone
Fridays.
want-
Though.
Oh, there's
Thirsty.
two left.
We're always
Let me
doing
get one,
something.
man.
Does anyone want the last one?
Me,
Not
I'm just thirsty, bro. That please.
show.
Yeah, I'll try to always stay posted whenever you guys have something.
Yeah, we're always
Do
doing that.
you guys announce like when you guys do the VJing stuff?
Nah, we don't even hardly announce when we DJ.
You know what? Hey, that brings up a question because I know with DJs when we get booked, we promote where we're playing. Right?
Yeah, I know.
I've always wondered if that was like with VJs, like, oh yeah, like come see me.
They
with
do,
VJ,
they do,
like,
they do,
Yeah.
they
like,
do.
I
They
have
definitely.
a VJ tour coming up. Like
They do. I
a
think it's
VJ
just
tour.
us. I think it's just us, and like mainly me, because I guess you could call me the head, I guess, of this. So, might be bad to him and shit if he wants to DJ and I don't or something like that. But, yeah, I'm not into the whole social media thing like that, and like putting myself like in front like that, because we've been from the era of like you're in the back. You know what I mean? Like where the DJ's in the room in the corner. It's not in the center stage. Everyone's staring at you. You're staring at who you're dancing with. So that's that kind of like the era
okay, I
where
see
we're
you.
from and shit. So yeah, it was never about like, I don't know, showing off. It's not showing off, but you know what I mean? In my eyes it was. So yeah, that's why we don't really post like our gigs like that or whatever. But if you want to book us, you know, we'll like Moody Man said, we'll tell you the truth.
Yeah, we'll give you an experience.
We'll show you the truth on the turntables or on the screen if we're doing videos.
You just got to be there, basically.
yeah.
I'll show you.
Same thing with our sets. So if you ever like in doubt or whatever, just check us out. You won't be disappointed. Trust.